It would appear it's that time of the month again. And by that time of the month, I mean Cardano's back around $1, and a lot of people seem to be panicking or just in general around crypto markets not having the most conviction. With Bitcoin price crashing, Cardano price crashing, and everything going down a bit once again for like the 18th time in the past year, everyone is once again becoming fearful. 2 weeks ago, this was on the side of greed as we hit and passed by $45,000 in Bitcoin, and Cardano was about $1.20. Now we're back down a few $1,000s and things aren't looking so hot. Everyone's panicking. Their profit-taking margins, which even I set up for myself, seem so far to reach, and people start thinking about selling at ridiculously low prices. To me, this has always been the case of, okay, I would rather lose it all than sell here. I do think for Cardano holders, this tends to be a bit different. Yes, the price of Cardano may retrace with the rest of the market, back down to almost under $1 now. I know a lot of people think that's some death cross, a scary number, but to be truthful, whether we're taking profits, whether we're looking to 5 years in the future, 10 years in the future, it doesn't really matter where the price is right now. As stupid as that may sound, I think it's true. My plan for the short term, which I did have set up to take profits, was to take 10% of my 20% of my holdings and sell them off gradually over the course of on the way back up to an all-time high. I still think this is completely possible, and to be honest, as we approach these numbers, so long as it's inside of my tax year, this is what I'm going to stick to. Maybe I have to sell a bit more to cover previous year's taxable income, but that's really the only reason that I'm selling Cardano. To me, if I were someone who were just investing what I can afford to lose, or just, using the money that it's not next month's rent, I would just be staking it or holding on to it at the very least until it is worth something. As someone who's 20 years old, I have a lot more freedom in this, but that really is the plan. It's a long-term investment. It's not just get rich quick over a year. And thing is with crypto, these long-term investments, especially if you're looking at the charts every day, they are going to sway your emotions heavily if they're not highly convicted investments, and you don't just look at technical analysis, but you also look at the fundamentals, like how much things are building on an ecosystem, and also the total value locked and other key metrics, which I don't even want to go over all of them today, but Cardano has a lot of fundamentals outside the fact that there's a hard fork coming up and that might jump the price. To be honest, the main point of this video isn't to tell you that it's all going to be okay and just to hold on, because I don't know that. And really the point is to say, hey, this is what I think is happening. This is what I'm experiencing from my investment, as I'm also someone who has pretty much 99% of my net worth in Cardano or Cardano related assets. So long term, I think it is going to be okay because I have conviction in Cardano and the fundamentals that it lies on. Short term, I don't know if I'm going to be able to take my desired profits. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sell 25% of my portfolio at these rates or these prices within the next 5 or 4 to 6 months. That's the plan, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Now, the opposite plan is to say, if this doesn't happen, what's the plan? What am I going to do with my ADA holdings if I don't reach these prices? And 6 months goes by and we're still at $1, or heck, maybe we're at 50 cents. The plan is really simple. It's just to hold the crypto. That's pretty much it. After all, if I believe Cardano is going to go to $5, $10, $20, $30 in the next 5 years, why would I sell at $1.50 or $2? Now, aside from this short-term profit taking, you might be thinking, hey, that's kind of hypocritical. The reason behind this is not really to make a bunch of profit. As you can see here, it's minimal, and these aren't the exact numbers of holdings I'm selling. These are examples, but it's minimal profit in the end in terms of percentage-wise. However, the point of this is not profit, but because people have to pay taxes, and maybe, just maybe, I and myself have overinvested and need money to pay specific bills after about a year of them catching up to me. In all honesty, the point of Cardano and even ADA as a token was never really to make anyone rich. Has it made a lot of people rich? For sure. And has crypto made a lot of people rich? For sure. As early adopters and as people who are just there at the right time in the right place. Not saying all the people had it easy, they certainly didn't, but the point of Cardano is not to make people in Canada or the States super rich, it's to bring fair banking to everyone, and also novel solutions to real world problems, whether they're in developing countries or underdeveloped countries. It's to bring that a level of finance and the same level of finance and also digital identity to people across the globe. And at the end of the day, that is why I'm invested in Cardano. I don't really see the long-term value or appreciation sitting in my bank account that fiat currency has. I think eventually it won't be worth so much. I know I'm only 22. I live in my mom's basement. What do I know? But that's what I feel. That's how my portfolio reflects. And that's probably how it's going to stay for a long time coming. I hope you enjoyed this little diary of my Cardano holding experience. That's really what it is. And if you did, please consider hitting the subscribe button and also maybe even staking your ADA with the Jack stake pool. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's been your friend Jack. Peace out.